Hello, grade 4, how are you? Today we're gonna start our first lesson in term 4. This is chapter 11, lesson 1. The name of our lesson today is called the United States Government. And here is, guys, we're gonna speak about how the American government is working. Okay, first I want to introduce the meaning of citizen. Okay, well, the meaning of citizen, the citizen means the person who lives in one country and he is loyal or she is loyal to this country. You are a citizen in your country. You are citizen in Egypt. Okay, so citizen means the person who live in one country, who is born and live in one country, and of course he is loyal to this country. Okay, here is, guys, how the American citizen, or I'm sorry, here is, guys, the first title is government by people. What the meaning of that? In this section, we're gonna speak about how the American government is working. The American government is working by people, of people, and for people. Okay, the American government, just 1 minute, I'm gonna write. The American government is working by, is work, the American government is working, number one, by people. What the meaning of by people? By people, guys, means that people hold the power to govern. It means that people hold the power to govern. Okay, this is by people. It means what, guys? People or the American citizen, it choose their leader. Okay, America is not a kingdom, has a king, and when the king die, his son will be the king, and when this king die, his son will be the king, and so on. No, in America, people hold the power to govern. They choose their leader, okay? And when this leader passes a period of time, okay, another leader come, and then the third leader come, and then the fourth, and so on, okay? Each president or each leader stay for a period of time, and then he will be changed by another one. So the American government is working by people. It means that people hold the power to govern. It's not a kingdom. Okay. Number two, the American government is working of people. Is working of people. Well, the meaning of people. I'm sorry. Of people. It means that the citizens or the American citizens have a say in what the government does. Okay, it means that people have a say in the the actions of the government. Okay, so here is, guys, it means that any actions taken by the government, if people have a say or if the people refuse or reject these actions, they can express their opinion freely. Okay, so if the American government take any action and a simple people or group of people refuse these actions, they can assemble or gather and say no for these actions. It means of people. This is the meaning of people. Of people, it means that people have a say in the actions of the government. It means that they could express their opinion freely. And if they refuse any action taken by the government, they can say no. Okay? Number three, the American government is working for people. What the meaning of for people? For people, guys, it means that the American government protect all the rights of the American citizen and serve for the common good. It means that the American government is working for the common good. What the meaning of common good? It means the good of the whole population. It means the good of the whole population. Okay, so when America make any service, make any product, make any good, okay, make anything, make any action, make any law, of course, this action or this service for the good of the population, okay, for the whole population, it means the common good. Okay, so this is the government by people. It means by people, of people, for people. By people, it means people hold the power. It's not a kingdom. Okay, so if we choose a leader, this leader or this president to stay for a period of time, and after this period of time passed, another leader became the president. Of people, it means people have a say in the actions of the government. So if the American government took any action and a group of people refused these actions, so they can say no. For people, it means that if the government make any service, okay, for the people, of course, this service it will serve the common good, or it will work for the common good, or it will serve the good of the whole population. Okay, guys, this is the meaning of government by the people. And don't forget that citizen means the person who is born in one country and he is loyal to this country. Okay. After that, let's move to the next section. Okay. This section is speak about how the people rule. Okay. First of all, guys, America is a democracy. America is a democracy. What the meaning of a democracy? Democracy is the system in which people hold the power of government. Again, we come to the word of hold the power of government. It means that the American citizens, it choose their leader, it choose their president. It's not a kingdom. Okay, we have a king, and when the king die, his son will be the king, and when this king die, his son will be the king, and so on. It's like a cycle. The leaders of the country will be from the same family. No. Okay, America is a democracy. So the people it choose have hold the power, or it choose their leader. When this leader stay for a period of time, okay, another leader come. And when this new leader stay for a period of time, a third leader come, and so on. Okay. Okay, how people choose their leader? First of all, guys, you know that America is divided into states. Okay, each state has a number of people. Okay, for example, the people who living in Chicago are, for example, 1 million. The people who living in Illinois, 500. The people who living in Minnesota, 2 million, and so on. Okay, so those people couldn't vote for any law or for any action the government want to take. Okay, that's why each state elect one representative that could speak and act for the others. Okay, so here is, for example, we have Chicago. Chicago people, they start to choose only one person speak for all the people who lived in Chicago. Okay, Minnesota, for example, started to choose only one person or one representative who speak and act for all Minnesota. Okay, New York, for example, New York people, all the citizens who live in New York, they choose only one person or one representative. This person is called the representative to speak and act for all the people who live in New York. Okay. How do you choose these representatives? They choose these representative in something called election. In something called election. In this election, it's the time for voting. People have a paper. In this paper, they have names of the persons who wanted to be representatives. Okay. And people choose the person who wanted to represent them in the Congress. Okay, this is the election. After choosing representatives for each state, all of these representatives are working in a place called the Congress. In a place called what? The Congress. Okay, so in the Congress, or the Congress include a representative from each state in America. representative for Illinois, representative for Chicago, representative for New York and New Jersey, Minnesota, all the states in America. So we have, for example, 52 states in America. For each state, we have one representative. For each state, we have one representative. So, and all of those representatives are working in the Congress. Okay? The same way, guys, how we choose the representative or how we elect means to choose the representatives for the Congress, the same way the American citizens choose their leader or their president. Okay, so for choosing the president, of course, some people elect themselves. For example, we have three persons: Tom, Michael, and John. Tom, Michael, and John. These three persons wanted to be president of America. So people started to vote for them. People started to what? To vote for them. Okay, so, for example, the whole population of America are, imagine, it's not a fact or it's not the true number. For example, 10 million, okay, 10 million live in America. So 5 million vote for Michael, and 2 million vote for Tom, and 3 million vote for John. Okay, so because the majority it choose Michael, so or the big number of people it choose Michael, so now Michael will be mm, president of America. This has happened in something called election. This has happened in something called election. So election is a way the voters means the people who vote. It choose the people to serve in the government, even those people are representatives for the states, or those people we choose only one to be the president of America. Okay, so on the election day, voters have the chance to cast their votes for the people who wanted to represent them. Okay, that's it, guys. Okay, so when I say what is the job of the representatives, of course, speak and act for a group of people. They speak and act for a group of people. So, in case of taking any decision, declaring any law, of course, those representatives speak for the people. The representative of Chicago, he will speak and act instead of the people who live in Chicago. The representative of New York, he will speak and act instead of the people who live in New York. Because, guys, of course, it's impossible that every person in Chicago will say his opinion about any action. Okay, uh, it's impossible. Okay, so guys, here. Imagine that every person could vote for each law or for each rule or for each decision America wanted to take. No, it's impossible. That's why each state choose a representative that could speak and act instead of the whole people of Chicago. The representative of New York, he will speak and act for the whole people who live in New York, and so on. Okay, let's move to the next section: liberty, equality, and justice. Okay, here are we have, guys, the three rules of the American Constitution in America. You know, guys, that Constitution means law. Okay, Constitution means what? Constitution means law. So the Constitution of America or the law of America, what did it say? It ensure the liberty and equality and justice for every American citizen live in America. Okay, so what the meaning, Mrs. Mayada, of liberty? Liberty means freedom. Liberty means freedom. You know that Britain or America were settled by the British people. Okay, and after that, the American citizen declared their independence or declared their freedom, that they are free from the British government, right? This is the liberty. Liberty means freedom. Okay, liberty means freedom to not controlled by others. In the beginning, when people discovered America, America were settled or America was settled by Britain or by the British government. After that, because of the bad treatment and because of the heavy taxes, okay, the American citizen declared their liberty or declared their freedom. It means that they didn't want to be controlled again by Britain. Okay. Equality. Equality means that all the American citizens are equal. This is no difference between black and white. This is no difference between tall and short, poor and rich. No, all people are created equal, okay? And they have the right to life and liberty. Okay. Justice. Justice means what? Justice means to be equal, guys. Okay, it means that the constitution or the law were applied equally for all citizens in America. This is the idea of or the meaning of justice. Okay, so the idea of justice, it means that laws should apply to everyone in the same way. Okay, so the poor citizen equal to the rich citizen, and justice, it means that no difference between people, between poor and rich. So because you are rich, for example, you will not be punished. No, if you did the same action, you will be punished exactly like the poor citizen. Okay, so the American Constitution, guys, ensure liberty means freedom, equality means the equal treatment, justice, it means that the laws will apply equally to everyone in the same way in America. So the American Constitution ensure liberty, equality, justice for every American citizen in America. Okay, what else? The American Constitution include some freedoms or some rights. These rights are called the Bill of Rights. These rights are called Bill of Rights. Okay, this is one of the American citizen rights in America. Okay, what are the Bill rights? The Bill rights says that all the American citizens have the same rights or have certain rights and freedoms. Okay, what are these? Here is are the Bill of Rights. Number one, the right of speech. Number one, the right of speech or the freedom of speech. It means that you can express your ideas and your thoughts freely. Okay, you can express your ideas and your thoughts freely. You have the freedom to speak about your ideas and your thoughts, even if these ideas and thoughts against the American president. Okay, so maybe your ideas against the president. Okay, no problem. You can express your ideas freely. This is the freedom of speech. Okay. The second freedom is the freedom of religion. The freedom of religion. It means that you can join any religion or you can join any religion you want. You want to be Muslim, you want to be a Jewish, you want to be Christian, up to you. So you have the freedom to practice the religion and the religious beliefs you want. Okay. The third one is the freedom of press. What the meaning of press? The word press, guys, refers to television, radio, magazines, newspapers, books, articles, movies, TV shows, okay, TV programs. So all of these things are related to the press. So the American citizen, they have the freedom of the press. What the meaning of that? They could, for example, write any article about politics, about religion. You know that in some countries it's not allowed to speak about politics or to speak about religion because these are sensitive subjects. If you speak in such a subject, okay, you will be jailed, for example, or you will be punished. But in America, you could make a movie, for example, against the president, speaking about politics. You can make a movie about religion and about the differences in religion, no problem. Okay, so this is called the freedom of press. Number four, or the fourth freedom in the Bill of Rights, is the freedom of assembly. Assembly, guys, means gathering. What the meaning of assembly? Assembly means gathering. So when I say you have the freedom of assembly, it means that if a group of people, okay, have some needs or have to say something, or they refuse some actions taken by the government, they can gather or assemble in one square or in anywhere. Okay, they hold the slogan as you can see here in the picture, and they started to say their opinion or their need. Okay, this is the freedom of assembly. It means that you gather to express about your thoughts or your ideas, but you gather peacefully, you assemble peacefully. It means that you don't uh, um, make any destruction or destroy anything around you. Okay. The last idea we have today is the three branches of the government. You know, guys, that the American government, it's not held by only one person who is the president of America. No, the American government is divided into three branches. Is divided into three branches to not make only one person hold the power and control everything in America. No, the government in America is divided into three branches, okay? And this is held prevent any branch or any one part to hold uh, um, the only power or to get too powerful in America. Okay, what are these branches? The first branch is the legislative branch. The first branch is the legislative branch. The legislative branch, guys, is held by the Congress of America. The legislative branch is held by the Congress, and it's responsible for making the laws. Okay, so the legislative branch, the first branch is the legislative branch. The first branch is the legislative branch, and it's held by the Congress, and it's responsible for making the laws. I'm going to write for you the three branches of the government here. Number one, legislative branch. The legislative branch is held by the Congress, is held by the Congress, and he is responsible for making huh, the laws, making the laws. This is the legislative branch. Okay, the second branch is called the executive branch. Executive huh, branch. This is the second branch in America. The executive branch is held by whom? Is held by the President of America. Is held by the President of America. And he is responsible for carried out the laws. Carry out the laws. Okay, it means that what the meaning of carry out the laws, it means put the laws into actions. It means put the laws huh, into actions. Okay, this is the job of the president. This is the job of the president. So now the executive branch is held by President of America, and he is responsible for carrying out the laws or put the laws into action. This is the second branch. The third branch of the government is the judicial branch. Judicial branch. Okay, and this judicial branch include all the judges, include the or is held by the judges. Okay, okay, guys, is headed or is held by the judges, and he is responsible for deciding questions about the laws. Okay, deciding questions, deciding or decide questions about the laws. Okay, guys, decide questions about the laws. And here is, guys, look, it decide questions about the nation laws. And here is the Supreme Court. Don't forget that is the country highest court, and it has the power to decide which law are allowed by the Constitution. Okay, it's responsible for saying or deciding which law allowed by the constitution, and of course punishing the criminals, and decide all of these issues related to the laws and applying the laws to the persons who did the wrong things or to the criminals. Okay, so here is, guys, we have the three branches of the government: the legislative branch, executive branch, judicial branch. Okay, who is responsible for each one? Congress, president, judges. And what each branch do: the first one make law, second one put law into action, and the third one to decide about the laws, and of course to decide how laws or which laws are allowed by the constitution. This is the job of each branch. Watch for the video game, guys. Okay, and if you have any question, contact me anytime. Thank you and goodbye.